Today I'm doing a tune-up on this 2011 CRV. I think that's what it is. For y'all that don't know, there's a sticker on the inside of every door, every car door, driver door. 2011. I'm doing a tune-up on it. I'm getting the rotors turned, spark plugs, coil packs, oil change, coolant flush, all that. I went and got this impact right here to try out from Harbor Freight. So I'm gonna try it out. I got me some new jack stands. I broke my buddy's jack stands. Sorry, Chris, for breaking your jack stands. You can use these whenever you want. They're basically yours. They're ours. There's the impact, the batteries, charger. Wonder if it's got any charge to it. Doesn't look like it. Got 2 bars. It's got different settings. 1, 2, and 3. Should be alright. I'm gonna take the rotors off first, go get them turned. While they're turning, I'll come back and do some more work. In our town, the only person that turns rotors is O'Reilly's for the parts stores. Where her lock is. I went to go find the lug key and I couldn't find it. It's like that. She said she didn't have it. So what I did was I hammered a 19mm socket on it and it came right off. I'll show you on the other side. That's the size of the lug nut anyways. So I just hammered it on there and used my impact, it came right off. So don't be going and stealing people's wheels, but it'll work for that pattern. Impact works great. Now we'll take off the caliper bracket bolts. Now we can go to our rotor bolts. I always do this before trying anything else when I try to get rotors loose. This screwdriver might not work. Need a better screwdriver. A better angle. loose. I never put these back because all they do is cause problems. When you bolt your wheel to here, it holds your rotor, so you don't need these screws to get rusty and broken there and make me have to screw them out later. I successfully got one off. They come right off if you do that though. If you have the right screwdriver, that is. Go. They get seized up right here around this ring. If you can get to a spot in the back, you can hit the rotor, but never hit this part of the surface in the front or the back. Let me go get a pry bar. Make sure if you bend your heat shield at all, you bend it back so it's not squeaking and roaring. There's one. Go to the other side. This one's got one of them locking ones too. I'll show you how I got it off. That socket on there. Beat it on there. Take it right off. Caliper bolts, caliper bracket bolts. Next. Hope the screwdriver holds up. One, two, and it broke. And somehow it still can't move. Somehow I got lucky. I think it's because I got God on my side. It's definitely what it is. No. Normally hitting them like that works, as you see. Normally that gets them right off. Alright, I'm going to go drop these rotors off and I'll be back to do some more work. I think I looked at it. Pretty up there, ain't it, Mia? Pretty up there, ain't it? calls for. Huh? Yep. That's what it calls for. Stupid, wasn't it? Oh crap. I got hit.
Crazy how that whole limb comes off it.
Yeah.
What? A 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 what? Ava Pratt.
I was able to get to that bottom hose. I don't see nothing in there yet. I'm gonna take this intake off and get in there on one of them heater hoses. Somebody thinks they're stopped up or something. I don't think they are. flushing the heater core out now. Damn, we got wet. Coolant system's all flushed out. I didn't see nothing abnormal with it. It's good. Got everything back together. I found a couple of these plastic pieces that I lost, but I did not find all of them. Do not be alarmed. It's not the end of the world. Don't need 14 of them anyways. Turns out I only lost one. Oh well. Now we'll fill her up with coolant. Let it run for a couple minutes, let the coolant system bleed, let the oil circulate, then we'll shut it off for a little bit and we'll check the fluids and probably let the coolant bleed a little bit longer. As you see, there's still air bubbles in it. We need to add some. The oil capacity chart said, well, y'all seen it, I think it was 4.73. We put right at that and it's half a quart at least low. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all the 5 quarts in here, because there's just barely anything left. I added all the 5 quarts. Whatever you want to do, you do that. Now we'll start her back up. Bleed the coolant system until it stops bubbling. We got our rotors back, so we're gonna Slap them on there. In a normal situation, you're going to change your pads and your rotors if you need rotors. But she did just get her pads changed. They're basically brand new. They might have a little bit of wear marks. We're going to take our 19mm nut bolts. Bolt this caliper back on. I have a video of me doing brake pads on a Subaru. This is basically the same. So if you end up doing pads on this and you don't know how to do it, you can reference off that video. I'll post the video at the end of this video. $19mm. I'm gonna turn this thing down to 1. Did I not grab a 19? No. Turn it up to 2. Like I said, we don't even put these screws back. It barely moves, but once you screw your wheel onto there, it's perfect. I've never put the screws back on the rotor before. They're a pain in the ass to get off. The lug nuts are also 19. I'm not putting the locking lug nut back on. Again, saving the next guy trouble. Couple ugga-duggles will do. This side's done. It's chilly out.
How much stuff you gotta...
I'll be in there.
For a minute.
Coilpacks finally came in. The CRV. This is their K series motor. Not sure what the engine code is for sure, but we can look it up. K24. So we're working on a K24 2011 CRV. Spark plugs and coil packs. These are 10 millimeters to take this cover off. Once you get the cover off, there's your coil packs. Your coil packs are also held in with a 10 millimeter bolt. So we'll loosen all those and take them out. Unplug them now. Just push right here on this tab. Be careful, don't break the plug. Just like that. Pull the coil packs out. Wiggle them. Turn them. Turn them a little bit, pull on them. That's the coil packs. 5/8 spark plug socket. This toolkit has a 1/2-inch jive spark plug socket, and the extension ain't that long, so it's kind of a pain for me. but still does the job. And the rubber already fell off. The rubber that grabs the spark plug. I don't think I have any other 1/2 inch extensions or an adapter. Yeah, the rubber fell out of my socket, so I just use a plug wire or a coil pack to grab the spark plug out. These spark plugs are awkwardly long. I never really check the gap on them. They're usually pre-gapped, and I don't usually check them. If it's a turbo car, that's different. This ain't a turbo car. Drop them gently down in there. Some people worry about changing the gap if it hits something going down in there, so I just drop it very lightly down in there. There's only 4 of them on this motor, because there's only 4 cylinders. Some people grease them. I've never had a problem not greasing them, especially on a Honda. They do good without getting the moisture down on the plug. Other motors, you might want to grease them, that way you don't seize. I work on a lot of Hondas, so I don't worry about it. It's like somebody threw that freaking nut at me just now. What the hell? That's crazy. I'm playing games. What the hell? That's odd. Snug them up. They ain't gotta be tight as shit, just snug them up. 1, 2, 3. Snug them up. 10 millimeters. They don't need to be too tight. Less torque than spark plugs for sure. Before we put the cover on, we'll start it up. Make sure it runs. Shouldn't be any reason why it don't. I left the jack stand in there. I lowered the jack earlier. Look at dummy. Purrs like a kid. Now we'll put the cover back on so we know it runs and everything's good with the work we did.
Says this Halloween, I want to dress up as a witch with a bat. But it really
With
says
a hat.
wish. Oh, with a hat? Oh, okay.
Yeah, instead of saying with, she put with.
And then just put, I love you.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that. Every time I get done with the car, I like to take it and test drive it. That way if there's any issues, we can fix them before the customer sees them. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to hide nothing, but we don't want them to get, you know, anxious about it because something happened. Some little mishap, because we're all human. We all make mistakes. So I just like to drive them, make sure they're good to go.